welcome to the first ever podcast of Onsight Kombat. So we're a group of friends. So Sultan,
Hi, boys. Yeah.
Jay, and Ari.
Oi!
So we've been watching like UFC slash boxing together for about 5 years. I say during lockdown is when we started. And then recently we thought, you know what, we watch it a lot. It'll be entertaining if we got our faces out there and start commentating. So we are gonna focus on mainly the big pay-per-views, also in boxing as well. So yeah, we've known each other. Me, Sultan, and Ari have known each other for like 20 years. Jay longer than that. Sometimes Jay's in my house. I don't know why, but sometimes he's there. Today we're gonna start by talking about what happened over the weekend, which was Ilya versus Oliveira. So Sultan, what did you think of the fight?
Did you see it?
Yeah, let's touch on that as well briefly. So
Did you even watch it? Did you even watch it?
yeah, so Jay, San, and I was watching the fight together, and obviously, yeah, I parked my car, let's just say in the wrong spot, and just as the knockout came, I had to quickly go outside and move the car, and yeah, let's just say I missed the knockout, right?
Yeah,
So
Mr. Look,
he stayed
Yeah,
up from
I came
6
back in, the
a.m.
fight was over. Yeah, that was a bit of a yeah, but
the fact,
6
anyway,
yeah,
a.m.
man, look, I watched the highlights back and whatnot. I think it's weird, yeah. So I'll keep it brief as well. So initially, when we spoke about it last week, I thought um Ilya will knock Charles out within 2-3 rounds. I think if I mentioned that like 2-3 rounds TKO, right? But then when they were walking out to the ring, it looked like it looked like Ilya looked quite small and Charles looked huge, and that kind of changed my perception of the fight or how the fight is gonna go. And then obviously once the locked horns, Oliveira came out the blocks quite fast, with the striking. He
yes.
stood in the middle of in the middle, and then he's pushed him against the cage. They've gone down, and then all of a sudden the momentum just completely changed. And then before you know it, the knockouts come. It's surprising, man, but I guess it just yeah, he's got some crazy power, man. Ilya's
Yeah,
got some.
so
He's
it's
got some. I think Gaethje's hit him like that before. So has Poirier, but the power. I don't know if it's just been for a lot of wear and tear, and it's caught up with him. But yeah, man, you gotta give it to Ilya, man. I can't doubt him anymore, man. He's on a serious streak, man. But that's my take on it.
so Jay, what would you say? What's your breakdown of the fight? What you saw, how
I
you
think
judge Ilya in lightweight?
I think he has the new star of UFC right now, and I think he's the new Conor McGregor. You could say. I mean,
Oh,
right now, recently, I think it was yesterday. He got the pound for pound #1.
correct. Yes, I was going to touch on that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think right now he's on a lot of momentum, and I don't think anyone except for Islam can take him out. I'll be honest.
Oh, you're jumping a bit ahead. Ari, what's
Yeah,
your breakdown of the fight? What do you think of Ilya's performance?
I think kind of went to script. I kind of predicted Ilya to win in the first or second round by knockout. But what I was shocked by was how Oliveira, he looked like he was scared. He came into the fight looking scared. I feel against someone who's like a boxer style, you can't be scared in that sense. So, and what happened is his game plan went out the window. I think initially you could see what he was trying to do. He's trying to TP kick, keep him at range. But then as soon as he took him down, he realized, oh, this is my strength. But he's actually got some decent ground game in Topuria, where he could scramble out. And as soon as that happened, it's like, oh, I can't do my plan A. So I'm going to resort to plan B, which is Ilya's strength, which is striking. And then obviously, as soon as he started coming in to throw hands, Topuria just clocked him. So yeah, I'm not surprised, but I'll just say Topuria looks good. But I don't want to jump on the bandwagon yet because I feel like the guys he's fought, he hasn't fought someone that's all rounder. For me, Oliveira is very hyped up. He's just got jiu-jitsu, but he's got zero grappling. So if he faces
His
someone like a
grappling is zero. His grappling is zero.
Sarukian or a Pimblett, when I mean grappling, I mean more of the wrestling,
Yeah.
taking
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
down and
I know what you
holding
mean.
them
Yeah,
down, positional. He's just got a submission threat, but he doesn't have a positional threat. So I feel like someone like a Pimblett or a Sarukian would be a better fight. Based on that, I'd give like I'd give kudos to Topuria. But so far he's beaten who he has to, so
Yeah, so we can't
take.
put it. I think initially Charles started very well. He was doing the leg kick, he was doing well, and then suddenly he went forward with trying to take him down, which is weird. I've never seen Charles trying to take someone down on purpose. He got the takedown, but then he automatically went to his back, which was very
He's getting found a
No,
lot
no,
from
no, no,
K-pop, though.
I don't think automatically went to his back. Ilya scuffed the takedown.
Yeah,
He kind of got on top. Like he managed to Ilya
Yeah,
kind of
they did a
scuffed
bit of a
it. He got
scrabble,
on
yeah.
top. Yeah.
But it's weird because like if you think about if Charles takes someone down as a jiu-jitsu guy, does he really grapple from the top?
Yeah,
He's
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he does climb the back a lot. That's true. But you're right. Most of the time you watch him fight, he's always on his back. It's always
yeah.
taking the guy's back off the floor, right? There are the few odd times you've seen him climb like probably his back. He does get onto the back a few times in some fights. You've seen it and get the rear naked. But you are right. Most of the time, I've never seen him go offensive like that.
On the top,
Take the
yes.
person down. Yeah. I
Like
agree.
you know, like how Islam did. Islam went on top and then he went to the side. It looked
Yes.
like almost Ilya was almost trying to do that. Did you see at one point
Yeah.
Ilya was trying to
Yeah.
get the
I
same?
know.
It's
I
very
thought so as
defensive.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very defensive.
Yeah, so it's weird because he went for the takedown, but it looks like between the takedown and having his being on the back, he never had an in-between plan. Never had an in-between plan. But we'll move on, but we'll cap off with he did get the #1 pound for pound rank. Does everyone agree with that, Sultan?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard, man. You know, like obviously, again, I'll keep it brief. I know it's the first episode, so we don't want to keep it too long as well. I don't know, man. Like, okay, I know he beat Alex here, but that's Alex coming off a knockout from Islam. It's like, and then going back down to his normal weight. You've seen how it goes in the past as well, man. You know, when you step up in weight and you get knocked down and you go back down again. I know he got knocked out by Ilya, but. I don't know, man. I feel like that Islam fight made a difference. Had he fought Woke prior to Woke fighting Islam the second
So you're
time,
saying he doesn't deserve the #1?
no, man. I still think Islam deserves it, man, because he beat Charles on the Charles on a good streak. He beat
Yeah.
him.
I think it deserves.
Alex undefeated. He beat him, right? I get it. Max Holloway. I
So
don't
what
know,
number
man.
should he be? What number should he be?
2-2.
2. Jay, what do you
Yeah,
think? Should he be
I still
#1 or
think
2?
it's #1. Yeah.
I think he should be #1. I think he beat everyone that's in front of him. He went to featherweight. He won. They went to lightweight, and he beat the #1 contender. I think it's fair.
No,
I re-
he's not the number. How
Wait.
can he be the #1 contender when
Wait,
Arman
wait.
beat Oliveira?
Let me
That's true.
get Ari's opinion. Do you think he deserves #1?
I think for the time being, yes.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
Makachev wins the next fight, Makachev is #1 pound for pound.
Yes.
So for
fair
the time
point, fair
being,
point.
purely on the
For the time
basis
being, yeah.
one in both divisions, you have to give him that on merit. But if Makachev wins in welterweight, then Makachev gets it easily.
But do you think the factor of how he won also plays into it?
A knockout, yeah, knockout, yeah.
Knockout. Like
Got it,
if you
knockout.
think about Islam's wins, 2 of his last 4 wins have been short notice opponents. So what? Should that really count towards pound for pound ranking?
I don't know if you got. I get that's a
It's
good
still
point.
defense. It's still
And Volk,
defense.
it's still different. And Volk also short notice, whereas Ilya has fought on guys, knocked them all out, and they've all had the proper count. I know they've gone down in weight from coming back up, but what's harder, short notice or someone coming back down? I think the harder fight is still Ilya. Would you agree with that?
But on the Charles basis, do you think Charles is the #1? Like, considering that's to Arman.
Ilya.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Do you think Charles is the #1 contender at? I don't think he's beat the #1 contender at lightweight. I still think.
Wait,
I agree. Let's be honest. Like all of us, if you told us, oh, who we want Ilya to face in lightweight, none of us would have chose Charles.
I would have said Arman.
I would have said Arman / Poirier, stylistically, because I think Poirier took a very good fight against Islam, and then he wanted the Gaethje fight. Gaethje didn't want it, and I think stylistically, it would have been a very good bar of how good Ilya is. Because Charles, Ilya is, because Charles, he has been a bit off. Even in the Chandler win, I don't think he was that great.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's a tough fight for him.
Yeah, whereas Poirier would have been coming off a very close fight with Islam. Even though I think Islam did win that comfortably, every round was
Do you
10
think?
9 or 10 9.5. It was
Do
close.
you, do you
Each round
think?
was
Do
close.
you think? Do you think Poirier beats Topuria though?
No,
I don't think.
I'll say this. He has come into the division when a lot of people are exiting.
Yeah, true.
Gaethje, I think, is 34, 35. Poirier, 35, 36. Charles Oliveira, 35. So he has come into the division at a good time. And
He's
also
28
both,
himself, isn't he? He's 28, young and primed. He's quite,
yeah,
yeah.
he's quite prime. So everyone
Isn't
is
it?
like minimum 5 years older than him. Is the tail
Yeah.
end. So the only guy that maybe is in their prime and at the
Arman.
top end
Or
is
the Arman.
Arman, Islam. I think them two are like prime and
Yeah.
age-wise. There's yeah. So but we'll move on. The next topic is talk about some current events. So there's rumored that it's gonna be Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. What are your thoughts on that fight?
Paddy
Ari,
the
Paddy.
Paddy the Paddy.
But
Easy
wait,
win. Easy win for Paddy. Easy win.
yeah, wait, Ari, are you saying Paddy's a baddie? Is that the way you go?
a walk in the park. It's a walk in the park.
Well, so
I'm telling you, this is it's the easiest fight he could get in that division. He'll just take him down and finish him.
Unless a freak knockout, Paddy always wins.
Yeah, like,
so wait,
I
so
just can't see any
Ari,
other way.
you have Paddy. Jay, you have Paddy. Sultan, what about you?
He's gonna say Gaethje, innit?
Yeah, no. I do think Gage is at the back end of his career, like especially like I was quite disappointed we lost against Holloway. And I just think Paddy's on the up and coming. I don't know if he could win the title. That's a different story, but I'll fancy Paddy to beat Gaethje.
Okay. I think unanimously, I agree as well. I feel like Paddy 2, 3 fights ago, I would have been like, yeah, this guy's just a money fight. But as he has progressed, the way he beat Chandler,
Yeah,
maybe he's not the most amazing, but he kind of gives me Bilal Muhammad vibes. Like he gets the job done. He knows what to do.
yeah.
He's not the fastest. He's not the flashiest, but he does the right thing to win the fight. So it does look like he is the favorite. So I think he's the bookie's favorite as well. But I'm surprised that if the fight is true, that Gaethje is taking it, because it could be if he loses that fight, I think he's done. Do you think he's done if he loses that fight?
Yeah, I
Uh,
think Gaethje is at the back end of his career, man. Like
if
I don't know,
yeah,
like if he's not contending for a title, I don't know if he loses, he puts him back in the title race. I know there's not many contenders at lightweight, to be honest. Like you're always one fight away sometimes, yeah. But from the Paddy's perspective, I did think that this is the right fight for him. Like I thought he needed one more fight for a title shot, and this is the fight. Like if
Yeah.
ideally, I'd like to see ILIA versus Arman, and then Paddy fight Gaethje, and then the winners fight each other. That would be nice. And after that, when he talks about Islam or whatever, that can happen after. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah, I think what does help is
Hmm.
Poirier is like win or lose, he's not gonna fight again, so he's not vying for a title.
No, you say that, man. I don't know, man. If the picture presents itself right, like if Dana thinks that what Poirier might be a better sell than Arman, and sometimes Arman, the whole weight miss, a championship fight, he made the whole. I think he pissed Dana White off and whatnot.
But
And
do you know, I'll say one thing before you move forward. I think if Poirier knocks out Holloway, similar to how Ilya did,
yes,
Dana would push for that fight. If
yeah,
like say
but
if
do you think
Paddy
Poirier will take it? Do you think he'll take it?
if Paddy is facing Gaethje and
yes,
well the Poirier fights first, if he knocks out Holloway like Ilya did, Dana would push for Poirier fighting over the winner of Paddy and Gaethje if he finishes Holloway with a knockout as well as Ilya did. I think stylistically that's my favorite fight. What would you guys say?
No, I agree. That would be a good fight, man. That would be a yeah. I think they're gonna stand in the middle of the pot and trade, and yeah, that would be a very good fight.
Or would you say Arman? Like if you had to choose, who would it be? Arman or Poirier if Poirier beats Holloway?
Man, you know what, man? There's two ways to look at it. Like I think if it's excitement and you're looking at
Poirier, yeah,
hands being
Poirier, yeah.
thrown, it's Poirier.
Poirier.
But with Arman, if you look at the grappling side of it and a bit more technical, I think that will show if Ilya's technically about it, in the grappling exchanges and whatnot. yeah, sometimes I guess it's MMA. So as much as I'd like to say Poirier as well, I probably would go with the Arman fight. I think I like the
Arman.
MMA. I like the whole skill set, you could say, not just the striking aspect of it, right? So I'll probably
So
go
it's a
with the
better
Arman.
MMA fight. It's a better MMA fight.
Yeah, personally, yeah. From a skill set, yeah,
Jake,
perspective.
Yeah, I agree. Like, to be fair, I would like to see Poirier because everyone loves Poirier, man. Like, he put his blood and sweat for the company, and you like him to have like a one more title match.
who knows? He might get that gilly. He might end his career on that
Exactly.
gilly on
One more
Ilya.
time, just one more time.
Wait, make a t-shirt. Gilly on Illy. That's it. Gilly on Illy. What about you, Ari? Do you think if Poirier knocks out Holloway, who would you want Ilya to face next? Poirier or Arman?
So if he knocks out Holloway, like very early, first round, there'll be a lot of buzz for Poirier to fight Topuria. And I think from Poirier's side of things, he's had a few attempts at the title, undisputed, and both times he's come up against, well, 3 times actually, he's come up against people that are essentially grapplers or submission artists. Whereas with Topuria, it's probably a style that he thinks he's more suited to, which is a striker. So for him, it might mean, this is more likely that I'll beat Topuria.
Yeah, good point.
But I feel
that's true. Yeah. If you asked Dustin Poirier in his prime, who would you rather face for a title fight? Ilya, Khabib, Islam, or Oliveira?
Oliveira.
Yeah, you're right. I think he would choose Ilya. Yeah, you're right.
Ilya, because it's a striking match, which he thinks he has more chances.
And
in
Dustin Poirier is huge. He is a huge.
He's got power.
He's
huge. He did make Islam look small. If we remember that fight,
hard, man. He had to work hard that fight.
Yeah, like Islam was very struggling on the takedown, and I was like, whoa, this is the guy that got taken down with ease with Khabib. But I think, sorry,
question. I think Sarukin's the better MMA.
Better MMA fight. Yeah, I would agree, but I'll just say his last fight was Charles, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't the greatest of fights.
No, but I agree. But it's hard to compare because obviously Ilya is a striker and Arman's a grappler. So it was a bit boring, you could say. It was a tight fight, but it's hard to compare because statistically, the two, it's like quick. It's like boxing, isn't it? It's like watching Pacquiao and Mayweather fight the same opponent.
Charles could have won that fight.
Pacquiao might win by knockout, and Mayweather might win on points. So, but it doesn't mean that Pacquiao's better than Mayweather. If that makes sense. At the time, anyway. So we're going back.
Styles makes fight. You're alluding to Styles makes fight.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So the last thing we're gonna touch on, it's quite a current event. It's finally, after 3 years, Khamzat Chimaev is finally in America.
Donald Trump.
What would you say to that, Jay? Like, he's finally in America after 3 years, after he's had these issues. They didn't let him in the country. He could only go on Dubai cards. He was only fighting once a year, and that was only in Dubai cards.
Well, so at least now he can be more present in the fighting cards. I think, to be fair, I liked him in the Dubai cards because, of course, that Muslim country. We could see him at earlier times. It was a bit better for that. But yeah, finally, hopefully he'll be more active now in the USA cards.
What would you say, Ari? Now that he's allowed back in,
I think it means no excuses anymore. People can't say, "Oh, this guy ain't gonna turn up because he can't fight in America."
Yeah.
So, and people won't use that as an excuse. Oh, we have to fight him here and there. Now he can fight in America. So, yeah, they have to fight him.
What would you say, Sort of?
No, I agree with Anand. I think at the moment, I think it's a bit of a shame because the guy's in his prime, but you don't see him often. It's like a year goes by. I think the last time he fought was Whittaker, and then I know he destroyed him very quickly and broke his jaw. And prior to that, it was Kamaru Usman, right?
Last minute,
3-round fight, close fight.
It was like once.
I'd like to see him more. I'd like to see him in the cage more. And I think with America, there's quite a lot of cards in America throughout the year. If you could get out twice a year or so, that'd be a good start. Obviously, he's fighting for the title next. So if he wins, there's gonna be a lot more responsibility on him to fight more and stay active.
Yeah. Do you remember when he first started? He had so many fights.
I think he had 2 fights in was it 10 days or 2 weeks or something like that? Or 30 days?
Stuff like that. Yeah.
And it was in 2 different weight classes.
That was a while back, man. Yeah.
I'm happy he's back in the US. Maybe I would have preferred if he went a bit earlier because I think the training and the sparring partners that he can have in America help him a lot because I think he was training out in Dubai. So I don't know the quality of sparring partners he has there or trainers. But in America, if he goes to places like Big Bear, high altitude, it would help him a lot. I always hoped he would go to AKA, get a bit of Javier Mendez training, maybe a bit of
Nah,
DC.
I don't think that's gonna happen, mate.
Yeah, but that's always my wish. But his last fight, he done very well. I think everyone thought it was a 50-50 fight. If anything, I think some of us were scared for him. We thought Whitaker, he's too good on the feet.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought in the standing, yeah.
Like it did come us to a shock that he won that fight with such ease.
Please,
We,
yeah.
so hopefully now that is allowed in America, have they announced where this fight is is it in America, the fight in August?
Yeah,
Is it
I believe it is. I'm sure it's America.
Is it Madison Square Garden?
So it's UFC 319. UFC 319. Let me have a quick look. Because that'll
That's
be
a good fight, man. Oh my days.
So UFC, I don't think they've announced the location. Oh, wait. It is in America and it's in
It's in Chicago,
Chicago.
isn't it? Yeah, Chicago.
Chicago, yeah, Chicago. Oh,
Yeah.
you remember, yeah. So that's a very big statement for a long time. I think he should still be the fan favorite because normally when he's in Dubai, he is the fan favorite. So it's going to be different. Hopefully, he knuckles down. He sorts out his stamina issues in America. And then, yeah.
I think
I think
what
that'll be
happens, I don't see that fight being a long fight. Again, I know we'll have a separate
Yeah, we'll come on to that.
episode for that to discuss the fight. Prior to the fight and after also. But yeah, I don't see that fight being a long fight, man. It's going to be short.
Yeah, Sultan jumped the gun there. Like that's for another episode. That's for the August episode. But is there any other topics that we've missed, or like something that's come out that you want to discuss?
Oh, we need to talk about the fight of the card the other day.
Fight of the card, yes. Van versus Brandon Royval was an amazing fight, and I just want to say he was the 12th ranked. Coming out against the number 1 ranked at 23 years old, 3 weeks from his last fight, and it's wow, you can only say kudos. 23 years old, maybe Mukayev, I don't know where you are, but you should have been there. Yeah, hopefully you can come back to the UFC because the division is quite thin. I think Pantoja's faced Moreno 3 times. Moreno's faced Figueiredo 4 times. It's a lot of rematches, and I think it needs a bit of
there's a lot of rematches, man.
He's just chilling on flyweight, just getting defenses.
Yeah, so he's facing the 12th ranked guy who's suddenly the number 1 to fight. So yeah,
and I'll be honest with you, man. I don't see Van having any chance against Pantoja, man.
Yeah,
he just stands and bangs. I don't see him have no chance against him. I'm being honest. I might be wrong. I might catch him, but I just can't see it. He's getting taken down. He's getting taken down, man.
Personally, I think for Pantoja, I think he's got to a place where he's lapping.
He's lapping through the game. Yeah.
Go up. I personally think he should just go up.
I think he's enjoying it down there, man. You can just get easy wins.
Do you think maybe he's not? Do you think maybe not everybody can go up because sometimes the body weight doesn't allow you to go up with age and your body weight? Do you think do you think he's not thought about that already? Because I'm sure most guys do aspire to go up and win the weight division, and maybe he just body's not cut off for that. Possibly.
Yeah, I agree. Some fighters they just can't go up.
You can't go up. It's just not your body. Yeah, he might not be big enough for his own weight. So imagine, you just don't know when we don't know what he's going through or thinking. But I just think maybe he might not be big enough.
I feel like where it gets to the point where you're lapping your own division.
Yeah,
it basically means there's no competition. He literally has no competition. If you're bringing in the 12th rank, that's pretty bad.
If you're in Pantoja's division, do you think, okay, let me stay in this division, win more fights, get more paychecks? Or do you think, should I go up and fight Volk? Because Volk is at the tail end of his.
No, man, Volk's gonna be big compared to him. That's a
no. The division above Pantoja would be the Marab division.
Marab division.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's flyweight. Sorry. Oh, so it's the Marab division. Stylistically, that is a very good fight. They're both they're very doggy fighters. Like Pantoja, he would punch you 3 times out of nowhere, he'll grab you. Or he grabs you, he lets go.
I think Marab's too big for him, man. I think Marab's too big.
Yeah, I think Marab's too big for him, man.
Yeah, if you think about it,
And
you
right now,
know,
Marab's primed right now as well, man.
but they're actually not far age-wise. They're not far off each other.
Yeah, it's not like
So,
age.
how old
I
is
know
Pantoja?
age-wise they're not, but I just mean like
Actually,
Pantoja is like 34, I think. I
but
think
Moab's massive, man.
I don't know height-wise. Maybe they're the same. So let me get Marab's height.
I think
Marab
Moab's
is
he's too much of a tank.
yeah, he's a tank. He's a tank. Cardio machine and strength.
Inshallah,
So
inshallah.
5'6", and he's 34. 5'6" and 34. Pantoja is because I feel like if Pantoja like kind of kills himself to go to flyweight, why not just be healthier at going up? And he's 35, so he's 1 year older than Marab, and he's
okay.
5'5", so it's not a big difference. But maybe it's skin for
But there
skin.
is an actual weight strength. You know, I know sometimes that height and everyone looks at these kind of things, but you do have there's like a natural strength you have at your weight.
Yeah.
And coming up sometimes you just don't have that same strength to match
And I
guys.
think at that age, he
in weight
doesn't really
division.
want to
Yeah.
do. He doesn't really want to increase his weight like that.
Yeah, I think you are right. It's quite a risk. Maybe just stay there and just get more money and just lap these guys.
Yeah.
But hopefully something does come up because it's going to get boring like how DJ unfortunately was dominating that division to the point it was going to get scrapped until Cejudo saved it. I think we have covered everything we wanted to discuss. I think we went over our predicted time of 20 minutes. Yeah, so we are going to try to do weekly episodes. We are going to try to talk about current events, but mainly we are going to focus on pay-per-views, even the boxing. Is there any last message you guys want to say before we finish the call?
No, guys, yes, just from my perspective anyway. Yeah, like you just said, man, we got lots to come. We got a double header. I think it's July 20th. I think we got July
19th,
19th,
19th.
we got the Dubois versus Usyk boxing, and then we got the Max Holloway Poirier UFC card. Then we got UFC 319, and then down the line we got Crawford versus Canelo. But in between, obviously, there we're gonna have further events and boxing and MMA which we'll cover. So yeah, just keep posted, guys. Support the channel, like, share, subscribe, man. That's
Yes, that's what you said.
Oh,
So,
He
Ari,
covered it. He covered it.
Jake, do you want to say anything? Ari, do you want to say anything?
Just like, comment, subscribe, and keep
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Just saying, it's a new up and coming channel. A lot of content coming in, thick and fast. Just tune in, and yeah, like enjoy the ride.
Yeah,
it's
so
the first episode. Yeah, it's first episode. So guys, yeah, just bear patience with us, man. We're still learning on the job. Yeah,
we're learning on the job. We're
There'll
getting
be some
better.
mistakes.
Third time lucky.
Yeah, third time lucky. Yeah. It took us three shots to get this first episode in, guys. So we're trying. Yeah, so just support the project. Yeah, we'll get there, man. In the end.
Yeah, and if you have any recommendation of topics to talk about, hit us on our Instagram, TikTok,
Drop a comment in the YouTube, yeah. Drop some comments, yeah, and we'll look to do the episodes on that. You know, maybe do some live, some get some interviews in with some local prospects and whatnot. Yeah,
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, so like, let us know what to do below, and like, share, subscribe.
Right.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys, man.
Paddy the